What actually defines an artist today? Is it skill, training, or just creating something? There isn't one clear definition. It depends on perspective, culture, and how people understand art itself. So for some, being an artist is simply about doing it. No threshold, no rules.
Artists are people that see a lot of beauty in something that they do. An art becomes a practice of that beauty.
For others, it's about seeing beauty and turning it into something creative. And more broadly, art can reflect human behavior, perspective, and meaning. So if being an artist can mean all of this, what influences whether they choose to share their work on social media?
The imagined audience response is the first reason. To Edward, a musician, it is about what if people don't like his music?
Personally, I'm afraid that what if, because no one knows my music, and when they first hear about my music, they say, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, that is the reason. It's like, whenever I post things, I'm pretty self-conscious about what people think, especially when I post the things about music.
This anxiety is linked to the fear of negative evaluation, or F&E. Originally introduced by Watson, F&E refers to the fear of being judged negatively that often leads to avoidance and evaluative situations.
It's a little different to me because film for me is a lot more personal than photography is, right? I mean, it's an ambition of mine.
For Edward and Oliver, social media constitutes this situation. Additionally, this evaluation can go beyond negative comments. For Sarah, it involves ongoing self-assessment of whether her posts authentically represent her identity.
Are you afraid of what other people may think of you when they're looking at your social media profile?
Every once in a while, it does occur to me that because of my accent and because of the fact that I liked my social media so much, there was a bit of an image going around that wasn't necessarily who I was, and people were quite surprised to meet me, and I guess I performed nothing like what their expectations were.
Meanwhile, evaluations can result in perfectionism.
So you'd say you're not really afraid of judgment on social media?
Not really. I mean, it depends on how far it goes. I won't say I'm afraid. I overthink, so I'm weary. You know, I kind of think about every possible solution or what could come when posting this.
Overall, the perception of potential audience responses, negative ones and those that fall outside expectations, can result in heightened evaluations before posting. However, sometimes it's not perfectionism but personal attachment. Jihun, another member of our group, documented his experience of uploading short films to his YouTube channel in an autoethnographic format. He publicly uploaded short films for the purpose of information sharing and contest participation. While he uploaded 3, he kept one private, due to dissatisfaction with its quality and fear of judgment, and did not upload school assignments due to low personal attachment. In that short film, his role is the editor and sound designer instead of the director. His connection to the project felt more technical and did not have the same sense of ownership or emotional investment. Jihun's autoethnography implies that personal attachment plays a key role in the motivation to upload. Meanwhile, another kind of personal is highlighted by Oliver. Differences in platform features also influence what artists share. For example, Oliver avoids posting films on Instagram, given the nature of film as a medium.
So I don't think people would take the time to actually watch them, knowing that they are, 3 minutes plus. So I don't really see a point in doing that. And I don't think I'm going to get any good criticism from Instagram. I'll probably get a like and they'll move on. So I don't see much point in doing that.
Meanwhile, Sarah has a negative impression on LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn, I feel like the post needs to be important enough. I don't like the idea of sounding more important than I am, or hyping up an event that I've done to make it sound more professional. I find that it's really exhausting for me. To most artists, and from an artist's perspective, it is so exhausting to have to keep up with something that makes you perform in a medium that is not the medium you are trying to share.
LinkedIn troubles her because an invisible framework is being cast on their creativity, drawing on Goffman's theory of how social life is a stage where individuals perform to impress an audience. Constructing a professional image on LinkedIn can be seen as an identity performance within digital culture.
This performance is also evident on Instagram. For example, 3D artist Finian McManus uses Instagram to grow his fanbase by tagging famous titles like Avatar and Dune, while on LinkedIn, it's about generating revenue by sharing links to purchasable 3D assets. Leo Kill, a videographer, builds intimacy with the Instagram audience by creating photography centered on me, while emphasizing we, to highlight teamwork and achievements on LinkedIn.
Furthermore, the algorithm behind makes it worse as it fuels the identity performance. Interviewees all agree that behind the scenes works and inspirations are important.
For me, it's because it not only shows the amount of dedication put into the work, but it shows who the artist is as a person. You know what I mean? It shows who they are.
However, Edward also commented on how uneasy it feels to promote himself online.
I want to post reels about this. I want to post maybe a vlog, or maybe this time is only just a photo with it.
Maybe I would feel awkward to promote myself, to give myself a brand. Like, I'm just a person. Like, how can I have a brand?
Yeah, that's why it's like
what they ask for.
Yeah.
Algorithms encourage artists to promote themselves through intimate content that serves self-branding. According to Siva, algorithms are both structured and structuring, adopting and learning mechanisms with which we are intimately connected.
Behind-the-scenes content is highly valued by audiences, which results in algorithms reinforcing its production as a condition of visibility and reputation.
In conclusion, what influences artists' decision to post content online is an ongoing awareness of audience response, material difference of platforms, and algorithm preference.
After all, the main factor which influences the posts is whether aspects in social media have the potential to dilate the artistic core of every artist.
I think that's what makes it good, is that it's extremely vulnerable. Some of my lowest points, worst shit, stuff that I'm humiliated about, completely embarrassed about, ashamed of, is all in the music. And that's weird, but it's true.
Art is intimate, fragile, honest, and sometimes embarrassing. What influences artists' decision to post? The question is not just what is made, but what is shown. As artists move between expressions and retreat, it is a tension that lingers even if it goes beyond social media.